Top 10 best RPGs I've ever played. Let's go. All right, number 10, we gotta have Skyrim up here, bro. Only because I don't even look at it as an RPG. I almost look at it like an immersive sim, because you can walk around the whole game and level up just from doing regular shit. Like if you wanted to be a blacksmith and just make swords all day, you could do that and level, and you'll increase in level from doing that, which tells me a lot about the game. It tells me like it doesn't. The main quest and fighting shit is not even the main like game. Like there's a main quest and you're going to fight stuff in the main quest, but you could not do that and still level up, which I think is fucking cool. If you want to make a character who's not good at combat, just don't do nothing combat related and you'll level up from other shit. It's one of those RPGs where like if you wanted to see what it would be like to just live in the world of the Lord of the Rings just as a regular person, you could do that. It's one of those RPGs that I haven't seen another RPG do anything like this, you know what I mean, where you could just live in the world. Besides maybe Kingdom Come Deliverance, but like I'm a person who likes spells and magic and whimsy and shit like that, so this is cool for me. I don't like it hyper realistic, you know what I mean, but this, you can't have a top 10 RPG list without Skyrim on it. Number 9, we have Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, bro. I don't even like Final Fantasy, like I don't like any type of RPG where I can't create my own character. But this is different, bro. So it has like 18 different characters, party of 4. Now, when you're playing a story, there's one character you have to have in your party for the story, but you can still switch characters. The gameplay to me reminds me kind of like Dragon's Dogma, but with Naruto Storm combat. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has all that over-the-top anime combat. Each character has their own special moves and abilities, but it has that RPG feel. Like there's characters who can heal, there's characters who can give buffs, debuffs, all types of, like when I tell you this game is fucking tough, this game is tough, bro. If you're looking for a good anime RPG, bro, this is it. There's nothing. I don't give a fuck what else you say. Fuck Dragon's Quest, fuck everything else. I'm telling you right now, this is the game. This is the best. This is the best anime combat I've played in any video game ever, bro. Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. This shit is tough because it's like Skyrim, but with good combat. You get what I'm saying? Like the spells are dope. There's like summoning spells. There's like blood drain spells that restore your health. There's gear that has to reach a certain stat before you can use it. If you've ever played Dark Souls and you pick like the Wretch class, where like all your stats start off like at the lowest possible denominator, that's kind of how this is. Like you start off with like the lowest classes possible. You enter like dialogue at the beginning of the game that'll determine your loadout at the beginning of the game, and then you just go from there, and you level up. It's kind of like Skyrim 2, where like skills you use level up, and then that increases your overall level. But the spells are fucking dope. The combat is good. There's a dodge button, and the enemies actually feel like different types of enemies. Like in Skyrim, enemies either shoot stuff at you or they run straight at you. In this, there's enemies that jump around, teleport, all types of different shit. So there's a lot of variety, and there's a bestiary like The Witcher, so you could like read different weaknesses and different lore about the enemies. So Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, check it out. It's a little clunky though, not gonna lie to you. It is a little clunky. It feels like an indie dev made it, but hey, it's still good. If you don't give a fuck about graphics and shit like that, you know, it's still a very good game. You have Rise of the Ronin. I ain't gonna lie, bro, this game fucked up Ghost of Yote for me. So like how Yote treats each weapon as a stance, each weapon in this has its own stances. You can create your own character. The only thing I don't like about it is like, it feels like your choices don't matter, but there is a lot of depth to it. There's stealth, there's like, it ruined Assassin's Creed Shadows for me, and it ruined Ghost of Yote for me, because you can make your own samurai and level them up your way and get all types of special skills. I think it's really dope. If you were looking for a samurai game, samurai / ninja game, this is the one. It was also made by the same people who made Neo. Of course, I was going to put Baldur's Gate 3 on this list. You see 637 hours played. If you're used to D&D, it takes a couple liberties. It changes a few things for the better. A lot of shit to do, a lot of replayability, a lot of different dialogue choices for different classes and shit like that. On a couple of playthroughs, once you've played through the game enough, you might see a couple, you'll realize how linear it is, which isn't a bad thing, but there's definitely a lot of illusion of choice. There's definitely a few things I would change. Like for instance, there's one particular quest where if you're a druid, you get special gear for completing it. There's not enough of that in this game. I feel like this game would have been better with that, with more rewards specifically for like if you play a certain race or a class. But it's still a very fun game to play through, man. I very much enjoyed it. I liked all the different races and shit, and this is what kind of got me into D&D. Well, no, can't say that. It got me into D&D 5e. But I was in a D&D from another game. And that game was Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, dog. Now this game is based off of D&D 3.5, that version, and it's basically Pathfinder 1e. That's the rule set. This game to me is better than Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion. I've replayed this game so many times. First of all, I've never gotten past Act 2. because I've gone back to replay so many times, and I keep finding new shit and new ways to play. There's just so many classes, bro. There's so many classes, so many different interactions, and it's not. I don't know how to put it. Like, there's not as many unique interactions as like Baldur's Gate 3, but there's a lot of choices. Like, there's different choices for like, there's different dialogue choices that match your alignment. You can pick an alignment. And you don't have to choose the choices that match your alignment, but they label them so you know how the game is going to treat your choice. Is it going to be a lawful choice, evil choice, good choice, chaotic choice? And it helps you with role play in that sense. And like, even if you're not a cleric, you can pick your deity. So I just had a character I made that was that worshipped Osmodeus, and there was an enemy encounter where they worshipped Baphomet, and the choice to say that I worship Osmodeus came up. And it allowed me to give the enemies debuffs. It was called Osmodeus' Curse. And I didn't see nothing like that in Baldur's Gate too much. In Baldur's Gate, you can only pick a deity if you play as a cleric. But in this, you can pick it no matter what your class is. And I'm very curious to see how many different deity interactions there is, especially like because there's 5 acts in this game. There's something called Mythic Pass, which is a whole nother class on top of your class. So you could be like a devil, and you get special stuff for that: a demon, an angel, a Zada, a lich. All of these affect the story, which is why I give it the benefit over Baldur's Gate 3. The combat is a little bit more simplified, but there's so many spells. I mean, because you can get up to level 20 in any of your classes, and there's just so much shit. Like, it's too much to even put in this short video. I'm telling you right now. Like, just go watch some videos on it. Just watch the videos on some of the classes and how in depth they are. It's very good. Like, if you're a tabletop player, this is a game for you. This is what got me into D&D. Next up is Cyberpunk. Now, specifically the PS5 version. If you have PS4, stay the fuck away from this game. It's bare bones and trash on PS4. And for real, the developers deserve to be chastised for that, because there's no reason you dropped the game on PS4 and didn't update it and bring it up to the quality of the PS5 version. They're 2 different games. I promise you, if you play the PS4 version and then play this version, they are 2 different games. The skill tree is more in depth. There's more skills in the skill tree on this that are actually cool. Like, you can get a sword and block bullets with it on this. You can in PS4. Stay away from the PS4 version. But this version right here, fire, bro. It's like Grand Theft Auto except in the future. Like, you mean, imagine that. Imagine Grand Theft Auto mixed with like Watch Dogs or some shit. Like, because you can hack the vehicles, you can hack cameras, all that cool shit, bro. Fire ass game. Alright, this took a little longer than I wanted it to, so we're gonna hit the speed round. Warhammer Rogue Trader is another game by the people who made Pathfinder. Super dope CRPG in space. It kind of reminds me of Mass Effect, how you're like a leader and a captain and you're going around to different planets and shit. As far as a like space RPG, I think this is one of the best. And I don't understand much about the Warhammer universe, but luckily, like, when people talk to you, you can like highlight the words they say that are like keywords, and it'll give you like a description of like shit in that universe. But I think it's really dope, man. I think this is 10. If not, let me know in the comments. What is your top 10, top 5, top 3 RPGs of all time? It's your boy Hard Diggity Doggo.